It's a great opportunity for the team. The fact to change the name of the team is more a commercial thing, that the ownership will stay the same, the management also, but the commitment from Alfa Romeo and the partnership with Alfa Romeo will increase. We extended the deal also, and it's a great opportunity to build up something strong and on solid basis. Our goal is to build up in one end a strong Formula One team based on the strong company with good resources, and I think the facility already is huge. And in the other end, we have to build up a strong partnership and a strong relationship with our partner, and that we are on this path, and the relationship between Alfa Romeo and all our partners is stronger and stronger, and I think that we are on a good way. For sure, it will be more and more difficult, because the step between 10 and 9 is much easier than between 9 and 8, and it will be more and more difficult. But in the same time that we are recruiting a lot, the team is stronger and stronger, and that I think that we are well prepared to do a good season, and that the team is pushing. The winter is always busy. It doesn't matter if you have a change of regulation. We are pushing until the last minute to develop the car. But for sure, this season it's also a game changer, because that we'll have the new aero regulation with the new front wing a bit wider, new rear wing with the a bit wider and higher, and more fuel for the race. It means that we will have a bigger fuel tank also, and the basic of the car is completely different, and we had to develop a completely new aero package. But I think it's one of the assets of the company now to have a very strong aero team, and we can do a good job. Yeah, the target of the FIA was to allow the car to be a bit much closer in the race from each other, and to allow the overtaking a bit more probably. But we will see on track. It's very difficult to predict. But the most important for me is not to have more overtaking, is to be in front. And when I'm in front, I don't want to facilitate the overtaking. Yeah, it's more or less in the continuity. It's important for us to also to capitalize on the image of the team and so on, and the livery is a good reflect of the team, of the company, of the brand that we are promoting also, and I think it's a very good combination. I think the lineup is one of the assets of the team. That Kimi is well known, that he is world champion. He did the pole position last year in Monza, win races, and for sure he's a very strong asset for the team, and that he has the speed, and he will be the reference for the team in terms of development and experience and so. And alongside that with Antonio, Antonio is a young one, he's a rookie, he's more or less in the position of Charles last year. And he did very strong FP1 last year with us, that he was in the pace from the beginning, and he did a very impressive job last year. That now we have to build up a team. It's not a matter of individuality, but we have to build up a strong team. The first discussion we had was a couple of months ago. It was straight after Monza, and we spent perhaps 4 hours to speak about racing, about the team, about the techniques, and nothing else. And when I left the meeting, I said, okay, that for sure we need to have Kimi on board. It will be a huge step forward for us in terms of I don't want to say motivation, but drivers are very often a pillar of the performance. I don't want to speak about speed, but about motivation, and we need to have a strong leadership from the drivers, and Kimi will do it for sure.
Yeah, obviously it's great to be back. It's a change that from where I used to be last years, but you know, I'm very happy. Otherwise, obviously, I wouldn't be here today. But yeah, it will be exciting. Soon we get back in the cars, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it's very hard to forget. It was the first times I was in a Formula One car with Sauber. I think it was in 2000, some mid 2000, so end of 2000, and then obviously the first year in 2001. So we had a good year, and you know, I lived here that time already in Switzerland and still living. So I think it's great memories. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't really remember that much about the factory, but I think it's this twice as big. Or it was only the first part, the L shape, when I was there, but it worked well already that time, and you know, they can produce for sure good cars, and yeah, now it's a lot bigger. They have great wind tunnel, great facilities, so yeah, I don't think it's. We don't miss anything on that side for sure. So hopefully we can do well. I don't know if I made the right decision. In my heart, I made the right decision, and that's all what matters for me. Obviously, the result side is, you know, we always want to do well, and you want to always win, and you know. But in the end, there's only one car or one team in the end of the year that will win. So you know, all the rest is you know, we'll get the little bit more worse positions. But yeah, in my heart, it made sense, and that's only what matters for me. So you know, result. Let's hope we can deliver a good season. But for sure, it will not be easy. But you know, it's never easy. So. Yeah, obviously it's the early days for knowing him, but so far it's been very easy, very normal, and you know, it doesn't feel like we only met a while ago. You know, it's very easy to talk and go through things, and I think it's very helpful. He seems to be a very nice guy, and or man, and he's doing a good job, and you know, getting the people doing what needs to be done, and all the people in the team seems to be very hardworking and excited. So you know, I'm sure if we do well, they're even more happier. So we see what we get. It's everything, otherwise I wouldn't do it for sure. Obviously some days it doesn't feel like the most funniest job, and you don't always enjoy it, because you know, there's good days and bad days as any work or any life. So that's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, I enjoy driving, so that's the reason why I still want to do it. So, and obviously I think, yeah, it's a smaller team where I've been before, but I don't see that really shouldn't affect the end result, as long as we do what we can and our most. So yeah, for me, I still enjoy it. Yeah, it's different, but it's always also busy on that side. Obviously, the kids are getting bigger, and you know, they have a lot of energy every day. So you know, it's a bit hard sometimes, but yeah, I have a great family to you know, wife helping out on that side, and obviously they're supporting a lot. So also now it's a bit easier, obviously, in Swiss team. It's not far from my home, so it's much easier to travel to the factory, and you know, my son has been there, and the family with me a few times, so it's quite handy on that side. So you know, it works well.
I'm really excited for the season. Will be my first season in F1, so of course I would say ready, but I'm really looking forward. You know, I will have a good teammate like Kimi, and a really good team like Alfa Romeo Racing, Italian brand with the Italian driver. So yeah, looking forward. Last few weeks before the season started, and I think the motivation of the team is really high from my side as well. So yeah, I think we can do really a fantastic job. Yeah, a lot of sacrifice, but I think every drivers did when we started our career. But yeah, it's really great now. I'm in F1. It was my target since I started when I was 3 years old. My target was always to become an F1 driver, and now to be there with the best 20 drivers in the world is really great. Of course, it will be not really easy, but yeah, I will work really hard, and I hope the result will be really good this year. Yeah, I did my first 2 Grand Prix back in 2017. Of course, I was a little bit confused at that moment because I used a car from another driver. But yeah, finally this year I can have my car, my team working for me, and I will have my preparation before the season. So yeah, everything will be normal, and for this I'm really happy and motivated, and yeah, can't wait to start the season. For sure, fighting with the best drivers. So you know, all the drivers over there is the best drivers, so it will be really difficult. But yeah, I will work really hard. The team just give me the best support for now, so I think we can do really well. Yeah, Alfa Romeo name, I think in F1 is the, you know, like we know, is a lot of history in F1. Is the first name won the World Championship in Formula One, and of course, you know, for Italian driver with an important Italian brand like Alfa Romeo would be just a perfect combination, I would say. And also, it's really great, you know, my first season in F1 with an Italian brand like Alfa Romeo. I think it's just the sound is just perfect. I think F1 is really just everything is really different and complicated. Also, you know, a lot of media there, a lot of journalists that want to make a question just everywhere. So also the race weekend is just long because you have a lot of meetings, a lot of interview. Then you have free party one race qualify. So yeah, it's complicated, and I think for this I need some race, to be honest, to just adapt myself at this condition. But after that, I think will just become normal, and I hope my mentally will just focus on the racetrack. Will be a really success. I think if, of course, I will improve myself race by race. I know the team did a fantastic job already last year. You know, from race 1 to last race, they improved a lot the car and the result as well. So from my side, I think I will start quite easy. I have a good team where I can learn a lot, and also I have a good teammate where I can learn a lot from him. So yeah, just build myself race by race, and I hope after a few races I can show who I am.